Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Anyway, so today we're doing my top favorite products of the entire year of 2020. People have gotten theirs up already, they're done. They've been up for months or weeks, but I saved mine for the very last minute crunch time. I'm so excited though. I tried to pick one product from every category. Some we did not succeed, but others we did. And it took a lot from me. So yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Definitely comment some favorites of your favorites from this year. Anything that you see that is your favorite, definitely let me know. Let's have a conversation. And yeah, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. And without further ado, let's just get started. I don't know if I said that already. I really don't. First things first is primer. My number one primer this year was definitely the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. I was just obsessed and it came into my collection and I just used so much of it. I use it every day because it feels so good on the face, but it's so illuminating and I love that. It really transforms the base and I just am obsessed with that. I don't understand how it's so good. I don't understand it. And there are some other ones that I did really love this year that I liked, but this one really came out on top for me because it has that illuminating aspect that I've never had before and never loved before, and so that's why I really was like, yes. And new brand, a new product, it was just all perfect. So I was really obsessed, really excited about this. Definitely number one primer of the year. It breaks my heart, but it's so good. It's so amazing, so bomb. Number one, foundation. So I could have picked like a heavier coverage foundation, whatever, but I really wanted to pick one that I was like, if I had to get rid of all my foundations, which one would I really genuinely miss and say like, oh my gosh, like now I have to go, like which one would I be like, yes, I need to go buy it, instead of like, oh, like now I have to go buy it, you know? And that was definitely the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. I would have bought this instantly. If I like my whole collection burned down, this would be the first product I bought because it's so good for just every single day, and that's what I love. Right now my foundation, I'm wearing the NYX Born to Glow foundation or whatever, and it just looks heavy. I feel like when you have something lighter coverage like this, it is just so good. It feels so nice in the face. There are so many foundations that I love, guys. There are so many. ColourPop, I love both of their foundations, the tinted moisturizer and the foundation, I'm sorry. Profusion, I love. Elf, I love. There's so many products that I do love, and so I don't want you guys to think that I hate those products because I'm not mentioning them. This one is just like, again, one of those products that just came out on top because it really wowed me because it was new this year, so good, and I reached for it so much. Like I didn't think I would, but this is probably my most reach for a product of base product because it's that good, and so that's why I chose this one. I know I feel like I'm cheating on my other products, but it's life, girl, it's life. Next is, of course, my Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. This is just top-notch, holy grail, so bomb. It's so creamy, so good under the eyes. It feels so good, so nice. Illuminating, brightening, hydrating. My eyes don't look cakey, creasy, anything like that. They just look good. And 10 out of 10 would recommend to everyone who asks me what a concealer is. It's that one. The only hard thing with that one is where to get it, because I think you can only get it that brand at like Rite Aid or something stupid, and it's so annoying. So it needs to expand itself, and then we can talk. Setting powder, of course. Would you have guessed anything other than the Elf Halo Glow setting powder? I have the shade medium. Totally obsessed. I use the entire thing up, and I didn't want to include empties, but this one I just used up like the other day, so I was like, I'm gonna include it. So good, so bomb. Would recommend especially if you have dry skin. Even people with oily skin I know like it though. So freaking good, so bomb. It sets your makeup without making it look dry, and that's the best thing, especially when you have dry skin like me and it's in winter. So good. And then literally a pressed version of that is definitely the Catrice Prime and Fine Luminizing Powder. I think it's literally just a pressed version of the Elf Halo Glow because it sets your makeup but does not make it cakey or creasy or heavy or anything like that. It just sets it so nicely, and it really just lets the face live a little, and it still looks skin-like. And so those two powders, bomb, so bomb. I want us to talk about a cream bronzer real quick. This is the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer in shade Seychelles. This blew me away this year. So freaking good. And although, like, again, I have so many cream bronzers that I don't use this one every single day, but I do really enjoy it when I do use it, and I forget how good it is, how creamy it is, how just smooth it goes in the face. And if you just want to sit here and put this on all day because it's that good, I have a nice dip in it. This is the mini guy, and I still have it. I've had it for so long, and such a great bronzer, so good. especially for being a cream. For a powder bronzer though, I had to pick my Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. All my other bronzers, all my high-end bronzers, they're just not as good as this one. And although they're good technically, they're just not, like if I'm sitting and looking at my collection, I'm like, what do I want to use? It's like always this one. Of course I'm using other things for other videos and stuff, but when I just sit down and do my makeup, I really want to use this one. And that's what I love about it. I love you get so much variety. When I'm super tan, I use the deeper shades. When I'm super light, I use the lighter shades. It's just perfect and it's blendable, beautiful. It's pigmented, but also looks so nice in the face. Like it's not too pigmented. It's just perfect bronzer of life. And if you don't have it by now, if I have not convinced you by now, I don't know what you're doing. Get it now. Get it while you can. Next is the Catrice and Iman blush palette. I loved it. I couldn't not pick it. There's been so many that I loved as well. A newer one that I've been loving is the Shayna B Miami blush palette. The shade down here, these two are so scrumptious, but it's so new that I didn't want to count it because I do love this more and I do use it a lot more. So it just, you know, didn't make sense to include the other one, but this one's so good, so pigmented, so beautiful, so blendable, so juicy, everything you want in a blush. This is literally it, especially if you're like medium tan, deep skin tone. It's perfection, literal perfection, and you literally cannot go wrong with this palette at all. There's nothing wrong with it. It's so beautiful, so good. Catrice, really, I didn't know what they were capable of, and clearly it's some good things. And same with Kokie. I didn't know what they were capable of, but they blew it away with being my favorite highlighter as well as my favorite concealer. This is the Kokie Soft Glow Highlighter in the shade Heavenly. I love my Ofra highlighters. I love all my highlighters. This one though is just blew it out of the park for me, especially this year because it just came and just took over my collection. I only got it like a month ago and it is so good. It just looks so beautiful on the face. It just melts into the skin. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to show you. It just melts into the skin. It's literally a soft glow highlighter, and that's what I love about it. It's just like soft, beautiful, but it still gives you that glow from within, and it's such a juicy formula, and I love it. Love it, love, 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 love it. Okay, and then we have some brow products. I did pick a few, but I picked, we'll talk about it. First, the pencil. I picked the e.l.f. Precisely My Brow Pencil, Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And I have the shade Deep Brown. I did love this brow pencil. It's so good. It's just a good brow pencil, and I feel like it's one that like I can always count on. If I lose my brow pencil and I'm on a trip and I'm like, oh crap, what am I gonna do now? I know that I can buy this one and it's gonna be good or whatever. And do I feel like I need to have it in my collection constantly? No, because it's like a lot of other brow pencils, but this is just a really good one this year for me in my life. I loved it. I also wanted to pick the Essence, the eyebrow pen. So it's a little different, it's not a pencil. I love this thing. It really shook me to the core because I didn't know I was gonna love it. I probably need a new one now, but it literally just draws in the most hair-like strokes, and I didn't know that it was, like I didn't know I needed this in my life until I had it, and it's so bomb. So good. People sleep on this product, but it's really, really good. Lasts all day because it's a pen, which is awesome as well. I'm like out of breath. Brow gel. This is the Complex Culture Full Out Brow Gel. I have the shade Universal Taupe. I love this brow gel so much. So good, so bomb. Literally holds your brows into place, but doesn't make them feel hairspray-like, and it doesn't put too much color down. Like it really, the packaging of it really just helps you put the perfect amount in, and it's just literally awesome. My only complaint is the handle is square, so you have to hold it like a certain way. You can't hold it like a round square where you can kind of put your fingers wherever. You have to like hold it a certain way. That's my only complaint. The rest of it is perfection. Obsessed. All right, let's go with setting spray because I'm holding it. The Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Setting Mist, of course. You can see how I love her. So wow, I'm gonna be so sad when she goes because this is literally my favorite setting spray of life. So good, sets your makeup, leaves it glowy, juicy, fresh, but not oily. Not oily, not greasy like some other setting sprays. This one is just so bomb. It feels so good. Totally obsessed. Eyeshadow palettes, I couldn't pick, so I had to pick two. One of them is definitely the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice eyeshadow palette. It really came into my life and hit it out of the park. These mattes are so delicious, so scrumptious, so deep and juicy, and they blend like a dream. My only complaint is the shimmers. I say that every time I talk about this palette. The shimmers, they picked 2 greens, 2 pinks, 2 purples. There was no need for that, but the mattes in here are so good that I can look past that and still count this as my favorite because the formula, so bomb, so good, so amazing. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's probably on sale right now because it's way past Thanksgiving, but still so good. Oh my gosh, yes. And also the Beige Sugar Cone Sweet Shop eyeshadow palette. I didn't know BH. I didn't know BH that we'd have this strong relationship, because girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is so amazing. The shimmers are stunning. They're beautiful. They're pigmented. They're shiny. They're beautiful. And the mattes blend themselves. I don't know what it is. This palette is so good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. It's a basic neutral palette, but it is literally stunning. It's perfection. The best neutral palette that I've probably tried ever. Would recommend 10 out of 10. And it's not expensive. I also wanted to mention the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Flower Child. I love this shadow. I love hitting this in the inner corner. It's so beautiful. And I've only tried one other Super Shock shadow, so this really just like was exciting to me because I haven't tried too many of them, and I wanted one that this is a more neutral color than the other one that I had, so it was perfect. And I just love it. It tops off any look perfectly, inner corner beautifully. It's literal perfection, and I didn't know what I was missing with these Super Shocks until I met this one, until I got that one. And then we have two liners. So I did pick a liquid and a pencil. The NYX Epic Ink Liner really just took my eyeliners to a whole new world this year. I probably wouldn't have perfected my wings if it wasn't for this liner. It's so easy. It makes it so good. It's so black, and you don't feel like a child drawing, like trying to color inside the lines. You don't feel like that with this. You feel in control, and it's really nice. And I really love this liner. This is my second one. I will probably repurchase it for the rest of my life because it's that good, and it's only $9. The pencil eyeliner I wanted to mention. I love all my eyeliners. I have so many eyeliner pencils that I really do enjoy. This one definitely just hit out the park this year. The Sephora Colorful Crayon Contour Eye Pencil. It's in the shade Tiramisu. I've talked about this so much. It's like the weirdest brown, and it just looks so delicious in the under the eye, especially for the fall with those warm tones. Oh my gosh, it's perfection. And I love this eyeliner. It's so creamy, lasts all day, does not budge, girl. Doesn't budge, and I love that. I love that so much. I wanted to mention real quick my favorite lashes for so long, and this year as well, the Ardell Wispies. I love them. The regular Wispies, they just say Wispies Black on the regular packaging, the fancy packaging. This I actually got for $1.50 at Ulta, and it's originally $6 because it was on sale, and I was obsessed, and it came with a little glue. Perfection. But the Wispies, so good, so easy to apply. I don't have to cut them because they fit my eye perfectly, but they're like long and girly and just cute, and they're wispy, and I love them, and they're so good. They're my favorite lashes, easy to apply. The band's nice and thin, quick 1-2, and we're good to go. Perfection. All right, bigger categories, lips and mascara. So I couldn't pick a good mascara because I feel like, I don't know, mascara is so personal, but also like there's just different occasions. And although like everything is different occasions, like even foundation, concealer, setting powder, all different occasions, I feel like mascara is one of those things that like I just had to pick a lot for. So definitely my favorite will always and has always been Tarte mascaras for so long, and this year especially. Tarte mascaras, I've tried these two, the Big Ego, the Sea Surfer Curl. Those are my top favorite. Like I will always repurchase Tarte mascaras, and if I don't have a Tarte mascara in my collection at some point in time, I'm so sad. I'm like, I just need a Tarte mascara because it's a great staple to have that you can count on. Oh my gosh, that you can count on literally every single time you do your makeup. When you just want to, you're like, I just want to look good. These are them. These are it. The next two are kind of finicky. Like they're amazing mascaras, like the one I have on today, but it's kind of like you can't rely on them as much as the Tarte mascaras, but they're still so freaking good, and I wanted to mention them. The one I'm wearing is the Kosas, the Big Clean Mascara. Like look, like my lashes look so good. They're so long. They are like truly just gorgeous. They look like I have smaller false lashes on because they're that good. The mascara is so bomb, so good. It has a curvier wand, so not everyone's gonna like that, but I love it. It really cups them and oh my gosh, just shoves them up. And I'm just, when I'm used this up, I'm gonna be so sad because I really enjoy it, but you know, my Tarte mascaras are my babies. I also really love the ABH Lash Brag Volumized Mascara this year. So voluminous, so good, but also so lengthening, which is so bomb, and it just hits all the marks for me, and that's why I love this mascara. It has the traditional shape everyone knows and loves, and it's so good, and I just needed to tell you guys about it. And then last but not least, the ColourPop BFF Volumizing Mascara. This is in the shade Browning Point. So this one wins because it's brown, and I didn't know I needed a brown mascara in my life until I did this one. And this is the best, like, for those few fall months. I guess, like, yeah, those 3 fall months that are just like everyone's wearing warm tones and even cool tones, but neutral looks and just like very orangey brown and those kind of looks, this is the best for that because it pairs so nicely with any of those looks, and it's so good. And the mascara is not a bad mascara. I think the brown is better than the black mascara. I don't know why, but I think it's better in brown, and it just makes my lashes look so good, so bomb. I'm obsessed. Definitely would recommend if you want to try brown mascara and you don't know where to start with ColourPop. Do it. Next we have lip products. So we do have a lip liner, lipstick, liquid lip, and lip gloss. So lip liner, definitely my Essence lip liners, my favorite right now. I have the Because Duh, not on, but in my hand. And I love these lip liners. They're so creamy, they're so juicy, they last all day long, they don't budge, and they're amazing. You know, they're so cheap, they're $3. It's like literal perfection. Where's the wrong thing? Nothing. Amazing, spectacular, 10 out of 10. Liquid lip, of course, my Kylie Candy K liquid lipstick, so bomb. I'm wearing it today. The formula is so good, so juicy. I do have some other liquid lipsticks. I just want to show you my new Laura Lee. I love that formula so far, but it's literally, I've only used it once, so I didn't want to mention that, but I've been loving that one so far. But I love this formula, so good. I use up a whole mini, because I loved it that much. I love this, so good. Lipstick, we're counting this as a lipstick. This is the Maracuja Juicy Lip by Tarte. I have the shade Butter Rum. Oh, freaking obsessed. Again, another product I didn't know I needed in my life until this year. It feels so good on the lips. It's like, I'm just piling on the lip products. I have like 4 on now. But it just feels so good on the lips. It's so creamy, it's so juicy, so fresh, and your lips just look so good, so voluptuous, so juicy, and I love that. So bomb, so good. Yes. And then last but certainly not least for lip gloss, wow, I love so many lip glosses, y'all. I really love the ColourPop So Juicy lip gloss in the shade Princess Cut. I really love the clear one of those. I really love my Revlon Super Lustrous. I love that one for so long, and I don't even know. Yeah, I haven't used it in so since I used the other one up, so I bought a new one. But I really want to mention the Wet n Wild Coffee Cat gloss in the shade Deja Brew because it's so cute. The name's so cute, but this color is so delicious. I had it on my lips earlier, put more on. It's like the delicious brown, but it just, oh my gosh, it's so good, and I love this lip gloss. It's so good, and I usually don't like usually don't like lip glosses with color to them, but this one is perfection. The name is so cute. They did something so right with this Deja Brew. Yes, honey, obsessed. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's always hard to pick favorites because, again, you feel like you're cheating on the other products almost, or like, you know, like for lip products, it's like depending on the day, you know, I don't wear the same lip product every day because of colors and shades and stuff like that, and so it's so hard. And then like with foundation, sometimes I want medium coverage, sometimes I want light coverage, so I really tried to pick like what coverage do I usually go for, and it's usually that lightest coverage and stuff like that. So you know, it's harder, but we got through it. The goal for today is, if not now, then when. That's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye, guys.